Hey guys, happy Wednesday. I'm Chris in Restoration Rescue. In today's video, what we're gonna do is a quick review on the Eastwood air compressor that we got. We've used it a little bit. We just wanna show you guys what the features are, some cons, everything that we like about it and everything we don't like about it. So make sure you stick around and let's get to going. All right guys, so here it is. This is the Eastwood 60 gallon, 3.7 running HP air compressor. It is made in the good old US of A, so that's one up for us. So so far it's worked great. It's good for a person who does minor projects. What we had to do is we had to step up from the Cobalt, which we did a review on a little bit like a couple years ago. So this one, what it does is it has a bigger amount of CFM, which is what you need for sandblasting. For sandblasting, you need anywhere from probably like 10 to 20. This one's running 13.4, but again, I'm not made of money, so we couldn't go even bigger. So it was about 870 bucks, then plus whatever shipping was, and when the guy brought it, he just got it off the back of the truck, put it right in my driveway. The only thing that you have to do other than run cable is we do have to set up some dryers and a pressure regulator for it, which just really helps out because the air gets wet, or air is wet rather than gets wet. It is wet, so it kind of dries out some of the air and pulls out the water, and then this just regulates what you're putting out. Where the Cobalt has that all-in-one, this doesn't. This also takes oil, which the Cobalt didn't. Is one of the downsides of a bigger compressor is you do got to watch the oil and sometimes change it. But otherwise, this thing rips. It is a great machine so far. For someone who does weekend projects, this is going to be a great thing. We love it so far. What we're using right now is the Cobalt Airline. We did buy a bigger one for when we move into the garage, a reel, but that hasn't been set up yet. There's a lot more to come. But yeah. All right, so we were talking about the 240 line. We had to get it run, so it comes off the box, which is right in the back of the house, and it comes right here. I do have a little bit of a cord. We went and had them put a 20-foot run of cord, which is not the greatest. It's sometimes best to have it right up next to it. Unfortunately, we weren't trying to run it towards this new shed. This used to be where my lawnmower was kept, but we have changed this over to a working shed. So we have put the air compressor here, and this is where we're going to keep some of the stuff for the truck too. So the one major thing that you have to keep in mind with this is emptying it out on a regular basis, because if the air sits, air has water in it and it can rust out the bottom, just like the Cobalt one could. But it's very important on one of these bigger ones, because that's going to dirty up your air, and it's going to make it a lot harder, and it'll shorten the life of the span of the air compressor. But what we're going to do now is we're going to show you how it runs. It is not quiet in comparison to any other ones. The Cobalt was really quiet, so you might want to watch your ears on this one. It is going to get loud for a second, so let's turn it on. So we're going to turn this on so we actually get air into the line. All right, so the nipple to release all the air out of the bottom is at the bottom of it, so that's what you need to do when you turn it off. You make sure you turn it off, you make sure that this isn't set to auto anymore so it doesn't run on its own, and then just make sure that you have it bolted down to something, preferably cement, but obviously we didn't have any cement to do it, so it's sitting on the pallet that it came on, bolted to the floor, which there's little cement blocks underneath it, so it is sort of cemented to the ground. But this I would definitely recommend for someone who uses it a little bit more often than the Cobalt. This is more of a, you know, you work on cars a little bit more or work around the house using air tools a little bit more than just a random weekend warrior. But it is a good tool. We really needed it because the sandblasting, and it's going to come in handy throughout this process of rebuilding this truck for you guys. So that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Thanks for stopping by, and catch us on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Wednesday's going to be reviews. Saturday's going to be working on the truck. So see you later, guys. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe to the videos.